Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be down so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love it.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 18 Gators. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Bravo. Rush in. Watch out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
3 bucks.
2nd and 9 now. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, shifty.
Whoa.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First down, Indianapolis.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him the first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They'll run it with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. All day, dog. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Check 13. Check 13.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 6-0 our score after 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here. They'll run the screen with Mack. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
And the Colts 1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, 59! 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Ball.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going?
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, here we go. Jim. Check. Check 43.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
What's left? What's left?
Now it's Mack, draw play. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Steps away to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Hey, Delta.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Hey, Orbit. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shoot.
They'll run here with Mack. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again it'll be Mack, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, as the first half is winding down, and the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's letting this one go. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Say. Hey, alert! 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Out of the gun, Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Leads to second and goal from the 10-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Set. 30 base. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 39-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Pilot, 64, weak. He's checking crap. Go. Mike 51, Mike 50. General West. Check. Kill. Big rip.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Matt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Campbell making the catch. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
Come on, set. 8, read. Clear. 5.
2nd and 11. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Ready? 18 games. Smooth.
They'll look to throw. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. And his kick here is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
58's the money. 58's the money. I got you, son. I got you, son.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. To throw again on second down. Watson, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
He's coming. He's coming, double up. Check safety, check safety. Here we go, check him up. Check the call, check the call. 58's the money. 58's the money. Watch the curl, watch the curls.
Again, it's Watson. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
58, boys, 58. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want 59. Alert 3. Pick that. 31. Alert flare.
Watson looks to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
Right back to him on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Ready. 10 logos. No down on this defense. No down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Texans' 39-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Catch made here by Campbell. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
5.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Dylan Cole. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, Those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He's got Fuller. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Right there. Go. Echo. 58, boys. 58. 58. Mike. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Check. Check hot. Slam.
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Under crush. Tight dog. At 59.
A shotgun snap for Watson. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Give me some. Here we go. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Kill.
55.
Kill. Switch.
24.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion.
Now.
Check 3. Big head.
24.
Shit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. And the pressure gets to him again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
35-yard line.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Indianapolis, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge